Is Luna 3 or version 6.2 going to be a pull or a skip? So let's look into the leaks of version 6.2. So far we know that there's gonna be the release of DURIN, who's going to be a 5-star pyro sword unit, and his kit has, well, the leaks have showed him to be a rather versatile unit. So far his kit has two different styles. The first one is a light and second one is a dark. The light is when you click his E twice and you end up with an AoE pyro support unit, and the dark phase is more of a where you click his E and do a normal attack and you end up with a more reaction heavy based style where you end up doing a lot more vaporize and melt reactions. So it's a lot more versatile on that end. Now, depending on whether you're using his light phase or his dark phase, you end up with two different bursts as well. In the light, you end up with a AoE pyro damage burst, whereas on the dark, you end up with single target elemental burst damage. Now, this is the first time that we've seen a little bit more, you know, depth put into character, where because we're able to see the connection between Durin's story, where Durin, well, you could consider him a little bit on the more, you could call him he will was an evil dragon of dragon spine whose blood was used to create albedo, etc. So there is that dark phase, and then there's the light phase of him, which is Simulanka, and so on and so forth. So I think Hoyoverse might be trying to revolutionize Pyro, make something better out of it. Whether they succeed or fail is a different thing, and I believe we'll get to know about it eventually when the game releases. So next up, we do know he has better affinity with Hexen Circle characters, and when I say Hexen Circle characters, I mean some of the older Mondstadt characters like Albedo, Monacli, Sucrose, Fischl, Razor, or Venti. So I believe this is an attempt from Hoyoverse to make the, you know, little bit forgotten older characters such as Albedo, who's one of the least owned character in the game, to be little bit more relevant given the new nations, to be a little bit more useful in the new nations. Let's see how that works out for all the players that, well, own these characters, because I'm pretty sure a good number of us do. Now, we know there is going to be no new region expansion in Luna 3, but these are leaks, they are subject to change. Another interesting leak that's been going around is that we might be able to play Columbina in the story quest, but it has me being rather skeptical because last time there was such a leak, it was with Mauvika. And Mauvika, well, while she was great, all we did in her initial story quest was walk around rather slowly at that. Now, whether they let us do it like Mauvika or how we usually play our characters with a few attacks here, a few elemental skills or bursts here and there. I do hope it's the latter than rather than the former, but let's see how that goes. Now, so far, here are the characters that should be on the Luna 3 banners in. So we're going to have Durin, Veresa, Zilonin, and Venti. Well, it seems a rather decent lineup, I'd say. I'd say Venti is due in for a rerun because I believe last time we had Venti was about a year ago in 5.1 or 5.2. I'm not really sure of that. So let's see how that goes. Do let me know what you think of Durin's leaks down below in the comments. Here are some gameplay footage of Durin. Do let me know what you think about it. And as usual, do like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.